through their pregame warm-ups, trying to get loose and focused here before tip. Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sideline, we've got Allie LaForce. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Golden State Warriors. On Monday, they'll be playing against Jaren Jackson and the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And that game against Milwaukee, that's going to be their 6th contest on the year. Fans will be curious to see how this team continues to form as the season goes on.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pods pairing up in the backcourt. MP is out there with Jimmy Butler, and it's Jackson Davis in at center. You know, the other day I was checking out the magazine stand at the bookstore, and I saw MP right on the cover. How about that?
Oh, I saw it too at the supermarket. And you know what? Congrats to MP. Making a magazine cover is no doubt a I made it moment.
Grant, hard to believe that NBA games are back. Preseason pontification is over.
BA, you're spot on. No more guessing, no more wondering. The games count now. A lot of optimism could be about to vanish in these first handful of games. Got to check it out.
Now let's send it down to Allie, who has a report on MP.
We have a bit of a lineup change tonight. MP is stepping into the starting 5 in a move that many fans have been hoping for. Coach told me, quote, MP's earned it. He put in the time and he's done things the right way. He's looked like a starter for a while now. It's quite the journey for the rising star from Vermont.
You know, it seems his moment has arrived. Thanks. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter.
0 for 3 from the floor so far. Not the start they had in mind. They need to just take a breath, reset, and keep things simple.
Something that MP has that not many other rookies can claim: championship experience. MP was a key member for his team that won a title in the European League.
Yeah, and there's no substitute for experience like that. MP might be a rookie, but to have played in a European championship game is something that goes a long way as far as composure on the court.
And the Warriors with possession. They've gone on an 8-0 run. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, plenty of anticipation in Portland for this summer when the WNBA will return to the Rose City. The Fire will reclaim the name from Portland's initial 2-year WNBA run from 2000 to 2002. And this summer, with the momentum around the league, the hope is that flame will endure.
A new beginning. All right, Shams, thanks for the report. And while we have a break, here were some of the top free throw shooters in the game last season. Stephen Curry, #1. Second, Damian Lillard.
From the free throw line, those two were almost automatic last year. What great assets they are late in the game.
Holiday against Curry. Pass to Avdia. They still need this. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday.
And finally, a made shot. They look a little relieved after that one.
MP, that one's good. MP's got 8. And what an incredible achievement from MP recently. Grant, he turned in one of the most efficient games you will ever see.
Well, you talk about what it means to dominate. MP was the definition of that with his performance. Now, everything fell for him, and it looked like he was a man amongst boys.
Much to the fans' delight, Stan, Shaedon Sharp's dunks are already legend in some parts.
Well, BA, he does stuff that makes you shake your head, and it gets a ridiculous amount of airtime. Certainly an entertaining young player to watch.
Now here's MP. Last game out, we saw him score 42. Oh, another miss by MP.
Well, when you get that kind of look inside, you have to capitalize.
Pass to Sharp from deep. Warriors with the rebound. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, they were really able to keep their intensity high throughout the game. Never really saw them back off.
Yeah, it was an all-around excellent performance, and one I'm sure they'd like to replicate tonight.
Outside Sharp. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
Checked in for Sharp. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Jackson Davis is checked in for Post. MP comes in for Bogdanovich. Pajemski's checked in for Moody. And it's Stephen Curry in for Curry. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. Jackson Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
On the floor for the Warriors, Curry and Pods pairing up in the backcourt. Jonathan Kuminga is out there with MP, and it's Jackson Davis in at the 5 down low. Curry against Lillard. 6 to shoot, Klingon with a screen. Avdia from outside. The Warriors pull it in. Jackson Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Blazers trail by 4. And last season, the Warriors had their most success playing a small ball lineup, Grant.
Well, they more than held their own on the backboards in defending the paint. But you knew they'd look to add some size this summer.
MP gets it to go through contact.
They have no answer defensively inside.
The Trailblazers shooting just 31% in today's game. Not great. To the inside. Here's Kamara. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Lillard against Curry. The baseline J is on the way.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Getting it done inside, MP.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Outside Kamara. Pass to Klingon. Lillard outside. Takes the 3. Kuminga pulls it in.
Another miss. At some point, they need to tap someone else for a boost offensively.
Count that one.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
And here's Kamara. Jacks up a 3. The shot comes out. Outside Pajemski. MP again. MP's got 22 points.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. Back to the game after this break.
From the Pocket Mike Arena Entertainment.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
Well, looking at the Warriors, when you come out rocking with 2 straight wins, you're feeling good.
Yeah, got to keep that out of your head, though. This game presents a new challenge.
And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the Warriors.
They're giving a master class in ball movement right now, running the offense, finding the open man, and it leads to a bunch of high percentage looks.
Yeah, great chemistry at that end. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, BA, it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players, so if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
They've got Shaden Sharp, Donovan Clingan out there with Avdia. Then there's Drew Holiday, and it's Kamara in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding. Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, BA.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Left side Holiday, outside Sharp. Just 5 on the clock. Clingan with a screen. Kept alive.
Well, this will make you a little uneasy, missing 4 in a row to start the third.
To the paint. Outside Jemski. MP up top. Pass to Curry. Look at Chef Curry cooking it up inside.
Zero fear from Curry inside. 2 more points in his Hall of Fame career.
Avdia outside. Outside Kamara. This one for 3. Drops in the 3. Kamara's got 8.
Well, a bit of a cold start to the second half. They need to settle down and get some better looks.
And Grant, Stephen Curry said his goal was to play meaningful basketball games. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, that proved to be the case.
Yeah, the Warriors have been looking to get Steph some help. The fit with Jimmy was questioned, but it's worked out better than most people expected.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Warriors have come a long way during the Curry era. Draymond Green said, quote, "We built this thing up from the laughingstock of the NBA." I take a great deal of pride in that. I think about this organization like it's mine. If the Warriors win the championship 10 years from now, that's our championship, period. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Allie. Outside Kamara. Back to Avdia. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. In transition, here come the Warriors.
Portland foul, Kamara. First personal foul, first team foul. Shooting for Golden State, Jemski at the line for 2.
And he makes a first. And looking at the Blazers stand, how impressed have you been with their development?
Well, very impressed, especially with the strong finish to last season. They were not interested in bottoming out for better draft odds, and with the talent already on their roster, there's plenty of room for optimism.
Here's Sharp. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. Jackson Davis has got 8 rebounds in the game. To the middle. Pass to MP. Back to Jackson Davis. Now here's MP. Guarded by Sharp. Shot clock at 5. Back to Jackson Davis. Shoots over Klingon. Jackson Davis with the bucket. Jackson Davis has got 8.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Sharp, no good.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Now MP. Back to Curry. Again, Golden State.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Kamara, that's good. 11 points in the game.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. So Portland going with almost an entire new group here. Williams has checked in for Click. Warriors make some changes. MP comes in for post. And it's Morris in for Curry. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Avdia passes to Sharp from outside the arc. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Warriors lead by 21. And so in the game for the Warriors, we've got Bojan Bogdanovic. Moses Moody out there with Monte Morris. Then it's MP, and it's Kuminga in at the 5. Here's Avdia, outside Holiday. Portland again missing. The Warriors have gotten 7 to go out of 13 attempts during the fourth. Here's MP. And that comes off the assist by Morris. MP's got 24.
Yeah, when we talk about MP's unlimited potential, we're referring to nights like this one.
Kamara from outside, off the mark. The Warriors have gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far here in the fourth quarter. A nice shot by MP. He's got 26.
And that's what happens when you let MP get positioning inside.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And he lobs it up. And Kuminga throws it down.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Warriors.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And they'll chalk this up as their 3rd win of the year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for MP.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
5 to shoot. Here's MP. They get it again. And the shot goes.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Down low. Morris passes to MP. Now here's Moody. The 3. He drops it from range.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that'll do it, folks. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports.
And we'll see you next time.
Yeah, MP.
Yeah, MP.